Started playing sports at a young age, probably around like elementary school, like second grade, going to volleyball camps. And then I started playing more organized sports, like volleyball at 12. And then middle school, played basketball and volleyball. And then high school, played both basketball and volleyball. And then in college, I went ahead and played volleyball in college at the University of Tennessee. Played there for 4 years. And then after college, got into coaching high school, freshman, and JV. And then got into the college game. I was a part-time coach at Marian College in Indianapolis for a season. And then ended up becoming a GA, a graduate assistant at IPFW. And then that put me in a position to be a recruiting coordinator at Youngstown State. And then IPFW's assistant position opened up and I got hired back on there. Where I see it the most is when it comes to playing time. And at all levels. That's why I say it, because I think there's an identity issue there. And a lot of athletes make it a very black and white issue. On one side, if I play, I'm important and I matter. If I don't play, I'm not important and I don't matter. I think with coaching, there's always a pressure, especially at the college level, to win. You know, you have, I mean, if you don't win, you don't have a job, essentially. So there is that pressure there, but I think that's been the challenge, especially as an assistant. You don't have the same responsibility as a head coach. I think head coaches feel it a lot more. So it's about understanding what the head coach is feeling, but also being able to, you know, balance that a little bit. I think it just comes to them recognizing that, you know, there's more to a team, there's more to winning, there's more to the success of a program than a position or a starting spot. And one of the things that I try to tell people when I've had these conversations, or something that I would continue to tell people, is, you know, when we win as a team, you're a part of it. You know, the starters don't get the luxuries. You know what I mean? You're coming with us. You're on the planes with us. You're eating at the same restaurants with us. So you're a part of all of it. So it's not like we're casting you out, but sometimes it's hard for a lot of players to see past them not playing, because they do. They put in a lot of hard work. You know, they put in a lot of hard work. They put in a lot of time, and so they think that they're deserving of it. And sometimes you got to tell them, well, so did your teammates. You know, it comes down to who's performing at a higher level or who's making more plays and those type of things. And sometimes it gets into that, well, it's unfair, you know, and it's really difficult. It's really difficult to get people to see past their own nose, you know, and I would like to see that change, but I think a part of that is a leadership thing. I think it does come from the top, and making sure that everybody understands that, you know, you have a role. It may not be the role you want, but if you prosper where you're planted, who knows what that might open up for you. You know, one of the things I always tell myself, I gotta cast my care. You know, so when it comes to the pressures of recruiting and pressures of winning, I just cast my care. And I just do what I'm supposed to do, and I let God do everything else. And it does. It really, that rest, it feels so good. And when I've done that, you know, things work out. You know, I know they do. I know they will, because God's promised that. God has helped me recognize how important being an assistant is. And also, one of the things that I've learned is to be a light wherever I'm at. And I can't be a light if I'm looking like everybody else. So I just have to remember that I walk in love, and I think patience has been one of the biggest things that He's helped me do that.